The roll call of heroes. Tonight, National Police Week comes to a close. This week, ceremonies and vigils honoring those who lost their lives in the line of duty took place nationwide. But this remembrance comes amid troubling concerns for the men and women in blue who serve and protect us every day. The downhill spiral really started in 2020, you may remember, when the Democratic Party revealed where it really stood on law and order in America.
Yes, I support the defund movement.
Not only do we need to defund, but we need to dismantle and start anew.
Why use the word defund? Why use the word defund? And it's like, this is the word that's coming from the streets.
In many cities in America, over 1/3 of their city budget goes to police. So we have to have this conversation. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? And what did we do? This sentiment resulting in utter anarchy across the country.
This is like a modern-day war zone. I mean, this is unbelievable what is happening on the streets of Minneapolis.
So we're seeing someone being wheeled away, someone who looks pretty badly injured.
Complete disrespect for our law enforcement officer, anarchy on the streets, ultimately leading to mass resignation of quality cops. And if that was not enough for an officer to put down the badge, bail reform was. Let's stop locking up nonviolent criminals and emptying prisons. What could possibly go wrong?
Bail reform for many years was based on how much money you had. If you're rich, you get out. If you're poor, you sit.
There are so many people who are not a threat, who should not be held simply because they can't afford the bail.
We are showing that the reforms that we put in place are working. Crime is coming down. It will continue to go down.
Clueless idiots. And because of this, criminals in these cases, illegals in many cases, are walking free and giving us the middle finger in every way. This week alone, 6 migrant thugs, you're watching them, beat down 2 cops in the NYPD, all received plea deals and no time. Even the one who was released and rearrested a month later. Bail reform, it's not working. It is a joke. And being a police officer is proving to be more and more dangerous every day.
The words from our elected leaders have and are having an impact, a negative impact on the ability of departments to recruit and retain, to interest the next generation in serving their country, serving their community. The tone and tenor of the conversation must change from our elected leaders.
So how does that happen? First, because you have leaders in blue cities in complete denial.
This city is a safe city. We're the safest big city in America based on all stats. Can we please stop saying we're up in crime in our subway system? We are not. We're down.
Of course, ceasefire is the strategy that we're operating off of. We know it works. You know, we have homicides are down by 17%. We want to continue that roadmap.
35 of the most violent beats in the city of Chicago, where 53% or more of the violence happens in the city of Chicago. There's a 40% decrease in homicides and a 31% decrease in shootings.
Well, a lot of people aren't even reporting it, but all those stats basically not true. Yeah, violent crime might be down slightly, but nothing else is. Case in point, compared to last year, stats from the NYPD show murder and shootings are down, but robberies, assault, transit crime, and retail theft are up.
This 68-year-old woman was on her way inside St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church when the suspect comes up from behind and cowardly attacks her, punching her in the face.
2 women, a 19-year-old and 33-year-old, robbed at gunpoint.
Police say people were firing at each other from opposite ends.
He's just like shooting after the car, but it's broad daylight with families out.
People living in these cities don't need to see the data. They're living it every day, and oftentimes in broad daylight.
39 years, I never had one altercation, not one altercation on the subway or in the streets with any kind of mentally unwell person in New York. 3 times in the past year, I've been physically assaulted or had to defend myself. And the cops, I feel bad.
Yeah, everyone does. In D.C., 96% of residents agree crime is a serious issue. But there's some good news now. The nationwide staffing crisis for police departments appears to be turning a corner. For the first time since the pandemic, agencies reported hiring more sworn-in officers last year than the previous 4 years. According to the Police Executive Forum survey, this last January, staffing was up 0.4%. It's higher compared to last year, nearly 5% lower than in 2020. Now, desperate departments are offering perks and bonuses, and that's helping, it seems. In California, for example, the Bay Area, which is a mess, offering $75,000 signing bonuses for new officers, the highest in the nation. Missouri Springfield PD is offering student loan reimbursement. That helps, as hiring challenges are hopefully moving in the right direction. Let's hope. The crowd of over 36,000 people, for example, the night I went on Monday, supporting our men and women in blue. It's giving law enforcement some hope that the people are back on their side. Overlooking the National Mall in D.C., the 36th Annual National Law Enforcement Memorial Fund Candlelight Vigil, you're seeing it. Honor 282 names to that wall. Men and women who lost their lives in the line of duty. Some of them were shot, others killed in traffic accidents, some while answering a call for help.
Because we're here representing a fallen coworker. It's very heartbreaking to talk about.
He encountered a robbery.
Off duty?
Off duty, but they're never off duty. They shot and killed him.
My heart's just broke. But I'm really glad she's not suffering anymore.
Action team to help an inmate out of the cell, and something went terribly wrong. Everyone kind of is like an extended family here, so it's very comforting.
What brings you here today?
Celebrate all these heroes out here, especially my dad.
What do you hear about your grandfather?
That he was shot in the head and he had to go to the hospital. He was a really good man, and I miss him a lot.
I mean, it went on and on and on. Terrible stories made better with the support of their extended blue family. Yep. You want to make the streets safe and flush police departments back with recruits? Try this. Elect DAs who will prosecute criminals. Immunize officers from prosecution. Let their peers police them. They're good at it. And demand your community, your family, your town show them the respect that they deserve.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.